Hello, chat. Hello. Good morning for the last time. How we doing? It's the last time you're gonna see me so early, probably. Pretty fine, only sorta good, only kind of okay. Thinking about it, you know, I'm only like, it's iffy. I'd say it's on the good side of maybe. Doing alright, Grime? How about you? Well, pretty good. I got my shit in order. Because I'm leaving after stream. I'm out of here. This has got to be 3 hours strictly. Because I got to drive 2 hours to my brother's because I'm going to visit. So, that's the weekend for me. I'm going to have a great time. I'm going to go and I'm going to judge his garden. That's my plan. I'm going to go judge his garden, chat. And I will report back on Tuesday my findings. I'm sure his magical perfect soil won't have done him wonders. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it outside of like grainy found footage cam from a broken Wi-Fi connection. That's the only way I've seen his garden this entire time. So it's gonna be something else. It's like he calls me and then I get distorted broken audio. And he goes, how are these doing? And I'm like, let me see them, hold the camera still. It's like finding a like a video log in a horror game. Essentially, is my garden experience with my brother. So, it'll be good. My garden this year sucks. I like it, but it's not good. It's not good garden. That I can freely admit. Next year will be much better. Because now I know what I'm fighting against. Now I know my enemies. Slugs. And also, wind. Because holy shit, chat, the wind here. But, I know that now. And I know what I need to do, right? To combat that, is just make some better tomato cages. I just need some stronger ones. That's all I need. Got room for pumpkins? I don't think... Maybe in one spot I could grow like a tiny patch of pumpkins. But really, no. This place doesn't have enough room for pumpkins. Unless I was like, I'm gonna rip up all the grass out of my front yard. Which, I'm not exactly against. Because... I'm gonna be honest, chat, grass is overrated and kind of shit. Filling that just entirely with pumpkins might be kind of funny. But for the most part, no, I don't really have a great amount of space for ginormous, like, vegetables like that. Garden Judge, including the grimiest grave, in main cast. Watch next week. It's true. A night ago, I was dealing with 100-mile-per-hour wind. If I had a garden, it'd be decimated. Yeah, I imagine it would be. Ours don't get that high, but they're more consistent, you know? They kind of show up a lot. But... yeah, so it's just kind of a constant wind. My tomato cages are just blown over, so I just gave up. They just kept being blown over. I've simply just allowed my tomatoes to sprawl. I probably won't get the best harvests from them this year, but that's okay. I'm getting some, and that's fine. And when my Romas come in, they've got fruit all over them. It's everywhere. So that's gonna be pretty good. That's gonna be pretty awesome. And my beans, so far, are alive. Thank you. Thank you, mother. Hey, where'd the Scat Daddy tag go? We got rid of it yesterday. It's changed now. I was like, I need to get rid of that one eventually. And it was supposed to be I was supposed to have it one day, but I forgot, so we got rid of it last stream. Someone lost their home. So you were just in a tornado. You're like, oh, this deal at 100-mile-per-hour wind. You could have just said, oh, hey, it was a tornado. Cruel. Listen, it gives the wrong impression, you say. Gives the wrong idea. Hello, Morb. Hello. But, yeah, also, I guess, to let the morning people who are here today, I'll probably wait till actually just before we get started to talk about the changes that are happening. I want some delicious sun-dried tomatoes. Dude, I'm gonna make some. It's gonna be good. I just need to wait for those tomatoes to come in, you know? Once I start getting bushels of them, because tomatoes are a ramping process. Also, another fun thing, when I come back, chat, when I return to my home on Sunday, I'm gonna have like a bushel of raspberries to pick as well. There's gonna be so many. They're like all starting to turn red now. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Gonna be fantastic. But I'm slowly I like these community days we do, chat, because I'm slowly actually improving this shithole into something that's a little nicer, you know? Yeah, it was a tornado and then like some nasty storms. I see. Fun. But like, I'm slowly starting to improve this place into something that might be actually nice to participate in. I've got, so far, 7 sub badges planned, and I think we can get through them all today. I think we'll be able to get they're pretty simple, but I think they'll be fun, and I think you guys might actually like them. I think you might enjoy what I've got planned. So we got that. I need to set up Nightbot. I need to set up just an auto mod, so Emily doesn't feel like she has to be here to get rid of like spam bot links and stuff. So I'll probably set that up at some point. Maybe Monday is a day I could do that. I'm getting on top of commissions. It's gonna be great. Things are going good. You know, things are going well, we'll say. But there's lots of plans. Oh, there's lots of plans. But, and then on top of that, we got I've kind of changed my mindset about streaming, chat, because before, I was talking about it yesterday, but before, I have been so focused on, oh, what am I going to stream, which is the wrong way to go about it. I should be, what do I want to do, and just subject you guys to watching it. That's what's kind of the epiphany I had yesterday. It's like, wait a minute, I care way too much about how good what I'm going to draw will perform on stream, when really I should just be drawing whatever the heck I want and just streaming it, because that was the original point of doing these. It's like a maze inside your brain. It really is. It really is. Alright, see ya, Alex. But it's a mess up there, but everything's all sorted. Kind of. Everything's good. But because we have limited time, I'm not gonna go on too many tangents, because I don't really have that many tangents right now. I after stream yesterday, I passed out and then woke up, and I made myself a smoothie, and that was it, other than packing. Wait a second, it's my stream. I forgot about that. Well, it's always my stream, but it's like a level of, oh, I want to showcase, like, I want to put on a good show, you know? I want to put on a good show, but at the same time, that's not why I started doing these things, because I think what most people follow me on, you know, whatever platform they follow me on, like, the reason they do it is because they like the art I make. So I should just make that, as opposed to worrying about, what would play well to the audience on stream? You know what I mean? We got some crazy streaks going, though. Morb's on 40. Says, inside the graveyard, within these unhallowed grounds, restless dead stir in the mythic pot that the gravekeeper claims does not exist. I don't remember claiming I don't have a cauldron. And, Sari Ali is on 25. That's pretty good. Can't speak for everyone, but I'm definitely here for the art and stories. You did? You so did? Liar? Nah, I don't think so. I don't remember that. I think you're lying to me, actually. I think maybe you're the liar. Curious. But, chat. Alright. The last thing before we get into it. The time of these streams is going to change. These shorter streams, chat, they're going to be happening the same time as my other ones now. Because I'm just way more productive if I have an entire workday to work. So these are gonna happen at 5 p.m. EST, just like the other ones do. And from what I can tell, people are fine with that. People are chill with that. People don't really care. People don't mind. So I wanted to do this because I thought, hey, maybe there was, you know, people on the other side of the world that wanted to see my stuff, but they don't show up, so they miss out. That's just how it's gotta be, you know? And to be fair, it's in the middle of the night for them, so they wouldn't show up anyway. I'd have to, like, stream in the morning. Okay, I guess only your EU fans don't matter. There's not that many who watch anyway, Doc! There's not that many who watch anyway! It's just, I feel like this time is just a bad time around the clock. That's what I said, I'm the only one. I'm sorry, Doc. I'm sorry. I am? Well, I'm sorry, guys. It's not even about you guys not mattering, it's just kinda, you know. The new time probably works better for my new work schedule. Also, your streams get me so hyped for the spookiest season. As they should! As they should! Dude, we're gonna have so much fun on Halloween. It's gonna be crazy. Like, the fall season, chat, is now just gonna be something crazy for me. Because Fairywoods was started, like, we initially created Fairywoods, Emily and I. This, like, September 1st, literally September 1st is when we started talking about it. So the whole month of September is going to be a Fairywoods month for us, I'm sure. Like, streams are just going to be Fairywoods across the board, I imagine. And then we're going to go into October, which is just a billion pounds of Halloween. So that'll just end up being a ton of Grimdeed stuff, honestly, for the most part. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. The spooky month! It's true. It's true. But, yeah, like I said, we're gonna get to it. Here's our first one. I work at a haunted house. Aw, fun. Hell yeah. Fun. Our first one, very simple. I thought it would be funny, chat. I'll walk you through a couple of them, and we'll have some as like, ooh, what happens next, alright? No, these aren't emotes, Desmond. I said it in the, like, it's in the title. What we're doing is sub badges. These are sub badges. So those little stars beside your name are gonna be changed. They're gonna change. They'll no longer be dumb little stars. They'll be something else entirely. But I thought it'd be very funny if the first month of subscriptions, and like, I guess gifted subs would fit into this too. If it's the gifted subs, right, it's just a hole, right? Month one, all you get, you know what? We dug you a pit, you know? We got the hole for you to be interred in. We got your little hole ready, okay? You got a plot. And then, month two, you know? You're here for a month. You get your first, you get a little crappy wooden piece of stink. It's not good. Alright. Not great. Yeah, couple of pieces of wood. I'm not gonna waste that much time on you, all right? Gravekeeper's not gonna waste that much time putting you where you belong. That's what you get. Give me 3 months, you know, I'll chisel you up a stone. And that's where we're gonna hold off for now, because I've got all these other ones actually figured out, but we're gonna leave those for when I get to them, because it won't take very long. But I thought it would be fun. So what you're saying is if I've been subbed for a year, you'll bring back the morning streams. I don't even know where you got that. I don't even know how, even in a joking manner, you've established that in your mind. I don't think I said anything like that. Gravekeeper explains where the money goes. In his pocket, obviously. It's gotta go somewhere, dude. There's a coffin in front of you written on it. Whore, get in. Listen, alright? Genuinely, people who have been subbed have been like, you need to get sub badges at some point. So I'm doing it, you know? I'm giving the people what they want. You guys can make fun of me. You can say I'm money grubbing all you want. I'm doing what they want. Bro got secret grave stash for sure. It's buried throughout the graveyard, dude. I've got like little pockets of money. You don't put all your money in one place, chat. That's the thing. So if someone follows you around and nabs you something, it's like you don't put it all under your mattress. You put it under multiple mattresses in your home. All right, that's how you do it. That mattress in the living room, don't look at it. Don't touch it, okay? It's there, it's just there for comfort, okay? There's nothing suspicious about it. Yeah. Why is there a mattress in the living room? Were you not paying attention? I was just saying you hide your money in multiple mattresses around your house. Obviously, the one in the living room is where also you hide part of your money. Have shovels, but there's copper, silver, and gold. What would I use those for, though? Red. What would I use those for? Only rich people get buried with the golden shovel. Are those for, like, tiers or something? Can, like, I don't know how the stuff in Twitch really works. I had to actually do a little bit of research into that. But I don't know if the various tiers can get, I know they can get their own emotes, but I don't know if they get their own sub badges. From what I saw, it didn't look like it on the back end. Oh, come on. Let's see. Oh, come on. I've also got a very helpful little thing, a little version of this canvas in between you guys that I can look up to and be like, how big is that? How does that read, you know? Because sub badges are going to be very small. These are going to be real tiny. This. I think what I should do as well is the hole itself just darkness. Just pitch black darkness. Maybe some sort of detail lines on it, but for the most part, you just got this. Good. Very simple. I could adjust them as needed, but for now, I want to get an idea down. I keep my money in jars. That's a horrible place to keep your money. That's not good at all. Like a sane, rational person. It's a bad place to keep your money. In jars. Everyone can see those. Why would you do that? Kind of do. It's like, it's gonna be really small, chat. It's gonna be like maybe that big. It might be that big. But I looked up, I did my research, chat. I looked up what other people's sub badges looked like and stuff, and I was like, they have more detail on them than I would expect. So I'm just gonna hope my big thick lines do most of the work. There we go. It's for money. It's for the money sauce. Oh, okay. All right. Well, you see, you should have led with that. Come on. Are you planning to add other bells and whistles to your stream? I would like to. There's just a thing of I need to do a little bit of research into how to add said bells and whistles. You know what I mean? Like, again, people want various things to spend their points on. I would like to do various things to spend points and bits on, so people feel like there's an interesting reason to do that. But I also have to balance that around not really wanting to overload my stream with just a bunch of bullshit that kind of takes away from the experience outside of being live in it, I guess. I do have many points. You know, I might just go the pay to win option, you know, where you can either hang out and accumulate points to get your shit, or you can fast track it with bits or something. I don't know. I feel like that's viable. Like, hey, if you toss me some bits, you can hit me in the head with a shovel, or you can use, like, you know, a couple thousand points or something. Kind of give a free pathway as well. I don't know. It's a thought. It's literally mainly just pennies because people keep the change, but it's like a penny. That is true. Well, points aren't even pennies. Points just participation awards. I think kind of the biggest thing for bits is I think I would like to do sort of, if you give me so many, like if you redeem so many bits or something, you can, during my request streams, you can fast track a request or something. I think that might be something I'd like to do. Where it's like, oh, hey, you can guarantee that your request will get done if you toss me a bit of money or something. I participate a lot. And you've got lots of participation trophies. You know? How does that look? How does that look? I've never used bits before. People have, like, used them to gigify emotes and stuff before, so I know they're, like, people do use them and have them. They're a fun feature. I might as well, you know, might as well play with them, I guess, given they're there. But overall, I just want to do neat things that people like to see, so. Oh my god! 100 ding-dang bits! Well, thank you, Gino. Now imagine if an anvil fell from the ceiling and hit me in the head and I went, boom! "Ah!" I went, "Ah!" You know? A whole bunch of golden noodle stickers on the board. No, dude, a bunch of banana stickers for good behavior. You see, wouldn't it be so much more satisfying? Potassium. Potassium. But there we go. There's the first one. We're done, chat. We got the first one. The base is done. Isn't it lovely? Let's see. And now we're going to move right along. We're going to speed run this shit, chat. We're going to just... Oh, we're going to go so fast. Don't even get me started on how easy this one will be. And if I have time, chat, who knows? Maybe I'll do a little bit of doodling on the side after. We'll see. We'll see. They get more complicated as I go, so... You get to put stickers on Grime. That would be kind of a fun feature to have. I know they've got, like, some kind of... I found out you can do, like, a throw objects system that's, like, just integrated into Twitch, apparently. So, it'd be kind of neat if there was, like, pin this to the idiot. Pin this to the little idiot on stream. Grime ends up sitting there full of DIY stickers stitched to his robe. Pin the stake on the idiot. Yeah, it should be like little needles and like nails and stuff. Like everyone in chat goes, "Teehee, I'm torturing him." Teehee, I hate this guy. Do you want the redeems to just be messing with you, or do you want to incorporate your characters into them? Why? Do you have like a... Do you have a suggestion there, Enzo? I'm not quite sure what I would do with that. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't thought about it. Honestly, haven't thought about it. Kind of curious. Open to suggestions, I suppose. Torment the Grome. I mean, there's definitely going to be lots that are tormenting me, for sure. Alright, then we can... Something like this. There we go. Bada boom. Bada boom, bada bam, I say. Do that, and then... Gotta make this crappier wood. Gotta make it a little... There we go. How's that look against... Yeah, you can see that fine. We'll do a little golden nail to keep it, you know, on theme with my brand. Or maybe, hold on a minute, chat. Or maybe we do kind of, the nail is the same color as the gravestone. Because you're going to get a gravestone next. Now your gravekeeper's thinking with gas. All right, you've been nicely interred, chat. You've been put in your hole, as you deserve, of course. There we go. No suggestions, to be honest. I've just seen other artists making their redeems or alerts be their OCs as a diegetic to introduce them to new people. Like when a raid happens, they see them and they start explaining who they are to the new folks. I don't even know how I would set that up. I'm gonna be honest, chat. That sounds more advanced than my little brain. Gotta remember, I'm pretty new to this. I don't... Sounds interesting, but I have no idea. One, confused. Pay some bits, Lynette appears behind your back and tosses a skull at your noggin, ducks back in behind you. You see, that's something more plausible to me. Just plays a little animation or something. I kinda understand that a little bit better. There we go. This maybe. In that vein. Oh, okay. I mean, I can, yeah. I can do something like that. Something like that I could probably do. A little of this. There we go. What is this? Corny pops up behind the gravestone on the left, shining a flashlight left, right. He looks around, ducks back behind them, shade portals in somewhere, then portals out. Basically just turn my game into a humongous entertainment where you guys toss out like bits or points or something, and it's just, oh hey, a little thing appears on screen, and you go hee hee hee, hee hee hee, yippee. Wahoo! There we go. How does this appear against all of this? Alright, looks fine. There's another one down, chat! There's another one. We got 2 months. Now for the gravestone. Again, easy. Easy as pie. Oh, must have for that. Lynette pops up in the foreground at first, looks at the at the stream, then looks back at us, shakes her head in disappointment, leaves. That would be funny. I'll have to mark these ideas down for sure. Absolutely. I'm gonna have lots of time to just sit around and think when I'm at my brother's, so. Because they'll be busy, I'm sure, with their, yeah, with their daughter. Yeah. That. You can tell I'm in work mode right now, chat. I keep going silent, and I'm not even like trying to think about stuff to talk about, really. I'm just like, I want to get these done. And I almost want to you know what, chat? Hold on. We're going to turn this off. We're going to turn this off. We're going to export a couple of these, and I'm going to see if it updates in real time. All right. Done. One month. Okay. Because some of you guys should get these. This might be a more ambitious idea, but you can make a study room where your characters are sitting and, like, idly reading or something, and you could incorporate redeems to make them do little animations. But, like, when would I be on that stream, you know? Like, when would I be in that screen? I guess, like, maybe in the pre-show or something? It's okay, we bust your chops all the time, so lock in. I'm locking in, don't worry, I'm locking in. Alright, hold on, chat. We're checking, we're testing. Live test! Oh, I won't resize them? Okay, never mind. This is gonna happen. This'll happen Monday. I have to actually make sure that they're all the correct size. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. I bet you could figure out be a librarian. It's like, well, no, I mean, I guess it would be more of... Because right now, my pre-show room, right? Like, that shit's just temporary. That was thrown together quickly, so I had something because I wanted one. And, like... It's... So, like... I can change that, like, a bunch. And I really won't lose sleep over it. It's not particularly impressive. You know what I mean? Now, my question is, do I want RIP on this thing here? Don't know if I want word. Maybe I'll just leave it like this for now. Put like a crack running down it. I've got to add a little bit of difference, a little bit of variation to the thing. Kinda. Hey, Grave Grime. Nice crack. Thanks, dude. I made it myself. I did my very bestest. That, and then... Let's just do this to get the whole thing colored. But, okay. We got ourselves a gravestone, chat. Looks pretty alright in that tiny thing. In my tiny little preview. Let's make it this color. Well... The dirt. Grave soil, you know? You guys are gonna look so swanky on Tuesday. It's gonna be crazy. Something like that works. And then grab this. Down, bring blue. Darken it up. Yes, gravestone. Indeed. I like it though, but I'm also just throwing out ideas out there because I've seen another streamer do something like that and it's really nice setup. Well, no, like, that's my thing. I like these ideas, Doc. It's probably, yeah, it's probably a setup I need to do some looking into, but I bet it's not. It's mostly just I gotta look into these things as opposed to them being outside of my skill range. It's just, oh, I need to look into it and figure out how it works. You know? Well, I can probably do it. Having my characters somehow interacting would be nice. I almost, like, I almost have this dumb little idea just thinking off the top of my head right now, chat. Now slap grime onto it. You're so correct. I absolutely should slap grime onto it, sorry, Dylan. Too many D names. I'm also throwing ideas. I know, and I'm acknowledging them. I acknowledge your guys' ideas. I off the top of my head, I'm thinking about a silly idea where, like, hold on, chat. I just gotta grab the right grime color. Just kind of, we're gonna slather on some slime. And don't worry, it'll integrate. I'll integrate it, chat. Don't you worry. I just gotta make sure that it's readable. We'll put it under. It's fine if we put it under. Yeah, it's fine if we put it under. Okay. And the idea of a little guy, like a little character, that you can, like, either redeem points or something, and it gives you a little tiny bit of trivia for one of my stories, I think would be kind of fun. I think that's a silly idea. That amuses me, you know? Makes me go, ha, that'd be cute. Give you a little factoid. Look at that slime. Who the heck is in charge of keeping these gravestones? What? These people have only been in the ground for a couple months. Who really cares about them, you know? They haven't earned their spot here yet, Dane. Then let's just grab, sort of. Awesome. I think that's a pretty good one. If it's like really small, hell yeah. How's it look with the base back? Oh, it looks wonderful. It's not centered, which is pissing me off. It's not centered, but now it is. There we go. Oh my God! A subscription from Mr. Dane. Thank you, Dane. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And also says, also, you'd be surprised when an audience really likes an OC, they'll spend points and studs just to see them more if you incorporate, if they're incorporated with them. That's fair. Alright. So we've got our base where you just get your silly little hole. You got your 2 months where you get your dumb little cross. We've got our 3 months where you finally get yourself a nice gravestone, chat. A nice gravestone. However, 6 months. Oh, the golden tombstone. Look at how shiny it is. Oh my goodness. Whoa. It's got a skull on it. Oh, it's so cool. Look at how cool it is. Wow. Whoa. Heavy metal tombstone. Exactly. Exactly. You know, honestly, chat, I would have liked it if Twitch had like 3, 4, 5, 6, and I could have just a range of tombstones. So if I got a bunch of subscribers in the chat, we could just have essentially a graveyard of our own. Damn, people have budgets for tombstones like that. Okay, honestly, you'd be surprised at some of the tombstones you can see out there. Gotta keep it nice. So I was originally almost thinking about doing like one of those bigger sort of like column-esque tombstones, but I think the square one, just something that's really, really square and not rounded. It's just like a big slab of gold, you know? I think it reads better than one of those very different shapes, because these, again, I have to constantly keep in mind that these things are going to be Freaking tiny. Itty bitty. Do it for the long-time subbers. Well, I've got a different thing going on for the long-time subbers. You'll see. I've got all of these figured out. All of these are figured out, chat. I've got them all plotted. I'm just revealing them as we get to them, you know? It's part of the fun, you see. Howdy, Exo. Hello. Stop that right now. There you go. I like that little tomato. That's a good little tomato. Zooming out does wonders in little icons. Well, this whole time, Exo, most of your... Okay, chat. Most of the drawing programs you use probably do this, but you can create a second canvas, like a whole other window most of the time, of the same one that updates in real time. I use that all the time when I'm doing small stuff for, like, icons, or if I'm doing... Like, when I was doing the merch stuff last week, I had a tiny little thing on the side that was actually, like, 2 inches wide, so I could see what they would look like. And it's just... Yeah, it works real nice, so I would recommend doing that if you're doing small things like this. Like right now I have an itty bitty tiny little canvas right between you guys. Brave Brian, when you started streaming, did you always plan to put this much effort into the stream, or did you fall into this with the reception your streams have gotten? I definitely... So I've always wanted to do sort of... I like to put effort into the stuff I do. But I never expected to have as much incentive as I do to do it. You know what I mean? It was always kind of in the back of my mind as like, oh, hey, I would like to do this. This is something I think would be cool. But there's a level of amount of effort put in versus what you get out that I've had to kind of calculate. And at this point, I'm like, I feel like there might be more viability to it. So I'm like, yeah, might as well kind of toss my efforts that direction. And that's mostly just because, you know, streaming's not the only thing I do, right? So I had to manage my time between those things. All right, chat. I have a question, chat, about this one. Do you want like big, silly pomper teeth on it, or do you just want like the flat kind of teeth? What do you guys prefer? Big silly. I'm gonna at least make the angry eyes. Obviously with my chat, anyone subscribed this long is gonna want some real nasty angry skull eyes. They're gonna be furious. They're gonna be like, because this is being subscribed for a very long time. This is being real cool to me, so I want to make it nice. Silly teeth would probably read better. True. Go silly. Okay. Okay. We're gonna... Come on, big silly. Okay. Just gonna grab this and move it over. This. There we go. Okay. Curse of Monkey Island is an all-timer. Another point-and-click game that I'll have to play at some point. I do really like... Okay. I do like streaming my games. Those have been a lot of fun. So. We'll get more point-and-clicks going for sure. Let's do this. I kind of think I should make the skull a little bigger on this, actually. Let's it's a little small right now, chat. So we're gonna actually boom. There we go. And then grab all of this. Not all of this, actually. Just all of this. Yeah. Also, sometimes it helps, chat, but if you just hit a little bit of a sharpen when you blow something up a little bit, it kind of helps sort of make everything look crisp again. Let's do this and gold, so it's gonna have a little bit of a shine. Kind of. Do something like this. It doesn't look great. We're gonna maybe if I just do it like a this kind of thing. There we go. There we are. Look at that. Little shine. I'm gonna leave the eyes of this thing open because maybe we'll give them a color. Like you're alive in there or something. You're alive in there. No point and click, play Desert Bus. Is that the game where you just drive a bus through the desert? Yeah? Here's the thing though, might be fun though. I don't know I feel like there's a difference between a game that's fun to play and a game that's fun to play on stream. Because I don't mind playing nonsense and then just kind of like riffing with you guys. That's silly. It's a good time. It's kind of like the difference between like, oh, watching a movie with friends versus watching it alone. What you're gonna pick to fill those spaces are a little different, right? It's kind of the same with streaming stuff. I think Gravegram would enjoy Ron Gilbert's writing, Monkey Island creator. Well, I'll have to see. I'll have to check. I'll have to look and see. There we go. I have a question. What does your DPI setting do when set to 600 compared to lower DPI settings? For things I'm doing right now, Doc, fucking nothing. But I run at 600 because if I ever want to print something out, it's going to look better. That's basically what that means. Your higher DPI means it'll print better. And you really only have to do like 300. 300's like your floor. Most people do 300. I really early on, like when I was a teenager, was like, I'm gonna do double that to make it even more crisp, and I can blow it up way larger. And then that's just stuck. That's just what I've done. So, I think I do it overkill. You do not have to follow me in that regard. I feel like if 300 is the floor, you could do 300, or if you want to go a little higher, do 4. You know? I think probably doing 400 is smarter. Listen, teenager brains are interesting, okay? And now it's just what I do by default. But hey, I've gotten some things printed and they look really good. So I can't complain about it now, can I? Because it worked! Silly Skull really grew on me. I'm glad you went with it. Alright. Hell yeah. Well, now my Alright, chat. Now my question becomes... I'm gonna cut those eyes out really quick. Do you like the angry eyes? Or would you guys like kind of... happy eyes, you know? Would you guys like silly happy eyes? I like the angry eyes because I feel like it fits the tone a little bit more around here. Yeah, angry? I thought so. I thought so. All right, cool. But you gotta check all your options, you know? You gotta look. And we'll do it a little bit like that. How's my line weight? A little thin. Picking it up a little bit. Yes. Yes. No. Clear that out. Let's do the... Dude, the dirt's the easiest part now. The dirt's so easy, and it makes me smile every time. It, like, pulls the whole thing together to put this dumb little dirt clod down. I'm like, ah, yes. One in the graveyard. There we go. Where did I get that brush from? I made it. I made it myself. But it was really simple. It's just the normal G pen with tiny bit of modified pressure sensitivity to work with my hand more, and then I just put a slanted... The brush tip is right there. It's just like a little slanted, little trapezoid, you know? It's like a little slanted square. That's all I did. I have made my own brushes, but they are infinitely simple, chat. They are so simple. It's like the painting brush. Well, no, I use the default gouache brush now, but before it was just, oh, I used like a tiny modified little thing. Yeah, put this down here, actually. There we go. Trapezoid is my favorite Pokemon. It's because they're the best one, dude! A little. I gotta wonder about how much of this detail will end up reading when I finish, you know? Yeah. The one chance to use the word parallelogram and you missed it, shame. Fucking true. Right next to shoe. This. Parallelogram. I mean, I think I should be shamed for that. That's fair, Dane. I agree. What is wrong with me? How many other times am I going to get to say the word parallelogram? Fuck. No. I blew it. We're gonna kind of down like that. Have a better idea for that little bit. Also, let's get a little. We need our little twinkles. Oh no! Wing. So this is how we know it's shiny, chat. Wow, you've been here a whole dang 6 months? That's crazy. The venerable parallelogram. true. All right, let's see. I think I should make these bigger. Filter, sharpen. I mean, they need to be larger so we can fucking see them, chat. I'm glancing up at that little tiny thing. I'm like, man, they're a little. They're not the most apparent thing right now. Maybe that. Maybe move this down a bit. Copy, paste it, put it over here. There we go. It'll help with a little shine, too. With the shading when the shines be on the right. True! That is true. And it does look like you're sparkling towards chat a little bit. Because from where it'll appear, you're sparkling that way. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hey Gravegrime, I'm wondering, have you ever been to a convention, either an artist or attendee? I have been to a grand total of 1 convention, and it was last year. And it was just with, I found out my uncle goes, and he offered, hey, do you and your brothers want to come with me? And I went, and we went, yeah. So we kind of just went and hung out and looked around at stuff because my family's interested. He's a massive nerd, so, you know. And we're doing the same thing again this year. How was that? Did you have fun? Yeah, I had fun. I didn't know what to expect. Mostly what we did was just wandered around and people watched, honestly. Just kind of looked at people. The ball pit was more meager than expected. They didn't even have one, dude. I did say I would have liked this year. I would have liked to have tried and done like an artist alley this year, but I was too slow on the draw of getting materials prepared for that. So, hey, maybe next year. Maybe next year I'll do one. Because I think it would be fun to kind of table at least once. Kind of get the experience down. See what it's like, you know? I think that would be enjoyable. Also, hi, Emily. Welcome. You should make some prints out of your 5 bajillion drawings. Well, I'm not quite sure what ones of my 5 bajillion drawings are really, like, print-worthy. You know what I mean? I think there's some. Like, I'm not degrading myself there. I just don't think they're really made with that intent a lot of the time. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of them, I'm like, how would this look on a piece of paper? I feel like it looked kind of weird. The booth would stand out with the whole Halloween theme going on. That's true. That's the thing. My thing was I would have totally done it. I just, it completely left my mind because of all the other crap I was doing last year. And then it was like, oh, hey, do you guys want to attend this year? I went, yeah. And my uncle went, oh, okay. It's going to... like, and then I looked at, oh, maybe I could get a table, and it was like, yeah, you were supposed to submit this in May. And I went, oh, shit. I missed the cutoff. But yeah, oh yeah, I'll do an absolute ton of Halloween stuff with it, for sure. I'm pretty sure it'll be both awesome and horrible at the same time, but a lot of artists do it, and it's always fun to meet people. I mean... I don't think it would be awful. I don't think it would be awful. Maybe if you're unprepared, but I think it would be fine. Groisty boy. Hello, Mushroom. On top of finding which ones to do, getting them all sized for it, yeah. Well, my main thing, do a fan art of K-pop Demon Hunters to have a backup. Well, my thing was like, oh, I'd want to do some fan art so I had it there, I guess, just to pull people in. But now I'm thinking, instead of fan art, just do very Halloween kind of themed drawings. Sort of like, you know what, chat? I have an example from one of my dailies. Hold on. Like, if I did a bunch of stuff like... I gotta scroll so far. Why do I have so many drawings? If I did something like... Like, if I did things like this, right? If I did things like this, or I did something like this, you know, like a pumpkin, not this one specifically, but the pumpkin graveyards and stuff, that's got general appeal, Halloween-y kind of stuff, I think. You can use my Heizuko if you, if you need a fan art, I see. Those would make great prints. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I did things like this, the issue with this one, chat, is, it's a little small for an actual print. It's a little too small. But, if I did things like this for an actual print, with a print in mind, I'd be like, oh shit, I could probably do that. This during an OctoberCon would do well. Yeah, unfortunately, the only one I think in my area is in November, but... Oh, you haven't seen them? Oh, yeah, these are little dailies I did. But yeah, just doing kind of Halloween-y stuff like that. If I did Halloween-y stuff like that, honestly, if I just did them and sold them as prints, I think it'd do okay. You can make different size prints for different price ranges too. Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's just it was like a factor of, like, listen, chat, I would have had stuff done a little bit more, but I was doing the whole buying a house thing last year, and that kind of took up a lot of my bandwidth, so I didn't really have time to think about it. And then this year, right, has been a lot of me trying to set up just life on here, the whole oh hey, let's get ready for a con thing slipped my mind super hard. But you can't draw without a house. That's true. That's true. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but it'd be a lot harder. Should I make these evil little... Yeah, there we go. There we go, chat. Meh. No rush either, just throwing the ideas out. The whole buying a house thing. Well, you know, it was an experience. It was a particular experience for me as well, because I had to get the house, and then also, like, I had to be moved in before my contract started. And so I bought my house, and then like 5 days later I started working. Like, I was down to the fucking wire on that shit. Hell, I'd buy keychains of your characters. I'd buy the 3 L's as a keychain. Again, the only issue with stuff like that, chat, just comes down to when you're like, oh, I would buy this. Easier at a con for sure, but like in an online store, the problem becomes, oh, now I have to pay for shipping, and is it worth that? We've had this conversation before. I don't need to rehash it, but hey, that one looks pretty good, chat. Feel pretty good to have that in chat, I'm sure. Bet you'd feel high and mighty with your golden tombstone. Does it have little... No, okay, we're good. Realtor, okay. I should mention this place is haunted by a very vengeful... Yeah. I'm on a deadline. Where do I sign? Where do I sign up? But, okay. So we got hole, shitty grave, grimy grave, golden grave, and then, after 9 months, ghoul grave. We got ghoul grave. Coming out of the ding dang hole. And it's gonna be the I had the gold grave behind it. So that's where ghouls come from. Yeah. Gotta do... something like that, maybe, and then we go... Bruh. Ghoul birth? Yeah. Listen, guys, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what chat wants. I know what you guys are looking for. I know what you want to work towards. You want to work towards becoming a ghoulie proper, all right? Let me do that, and we just kind of black this in. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we do a little... Nah, it's not gonna be seen. It's fine. Something like that. Listen, we got this figured out, all right, chat? Quick, what do we name him? You know what chat wants? Good, then. You'll color him sunny yellow and pastel pink. He'll be the prettiest princess in the whole ball! Man, I did a sketchbook page already today, but now I'm on break and I don't know what to draw. Well, you fool, you wasted all your time on that initial you wasted your bandwidth on that initial sketchbook page. Glenn Goolsley. It's a pretty good one. Like that. Gonna just kind of... We're gonna give him 3 fingers, I think. Get the little 4-fingered hand because it'll just read easier. We don't have to worry about it as much. Because that's the main thing. This guy's gonna be real small. But color will help, because these eyes are gonna be... He's gonna have, like, glowing eyes and stuff, so... I might even get rid of the skull. We'll see. It might just become, like, a golden tombstone. But for now, I'm gonna put the skull on. I just have to strip away detail when needed. But for now, it's full continuity. We lost a finger in the process of becoming a ghoul. It happens. It happens, alright? You've been down there a long time and you had to crawl your way out of your casket, like... Obviously, that's gonna take a second. That, we can... Look at me go there, chat. We're gonna... I feel like... guys, I feel like we might get to doodling today. I feel like we might end this with just doing some general scribbling, because I'm going quite quick through these. I was honestly not really expecting the speed at which I was able to clear these. Next image is the ghoul kicking over the cheaper gravestones. How ungrateful, getting the fancy tombstone and deciding to leave. Yeah, but like, doesn't that perfectly summarize, you guys? Doesn't that perfectly summarize, like, chat as a whole, as a collective? Doodle Lynette in a bouncy castle, please. Oh yeah, you still want that. I think that's really funny because the thing with Lynette, right, is yeah, she probably wouldn't like it, but Lynette has like impeccable balance. That's like a skill. That's just kind of like a talent she has. She's very good at balancing, so it's just a funny idea of her being able to like keep perfectly level, but is annoyed. Well, if I were to draw it, I'd like to have her like sideways. She's like, you know, crossed arms as she's going up, just like. Yeah, I figured, you know, 9 months you get to come out of the ground finally, chat. You get to be birthed, a ghoul into the graveyard. Your transformation begins. Able to keep her perfect posture even when bouncing sideways or upside down. She's just she has all these dumb little talents that I think are silly. That mostly just come about because her being on her own all the time, wandering around the necropolis and having a bit of like an adventurous spirit has led her to kind of like finding her own fun, basically. And like that's why she's good at painting. That's why she's good at music. That's why, you know, she has all this knowledge, is because she just spends her time fucking around. And it's also why she's so bad at talking to people, because she just never did it, you know? And then on top of that, just throw in her kind of perception of herself and how that affects her perception of others. It's like, man. I would like to see Lynette trying something with blue raspberry flavor. Like a slushie. I already got that. I can draw it again, but I already got one of those. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on a minute. I already got one of those. Where's the kids hanging out? I always have theirs. There it is. There we go. Well, I know you didn't say slushy, but Mushroom did, so I can show it. She's got a mega slurp, dude. Slurp. There you go. Skull. That. There. Look at Corny with the glizzy. Yeah. There he goes. Munching away. He'd eat a gas station hot dog, chat. He would. He'd be like, it's just a hot dog. What's the problem? And then he'd get like sick. That's just his luck, you know? Hey, Corny, bud. Sure you don't want to give a salad a shot instead? Damn. Ew, no. It would be his response to that. Ew, no. Gross. I can't see him enjoying a salad. I don't think he'd be, like, against them, but it's not, like, the first thing he's picking. He's not like, oh, hell yeah, getting my ass a salad. Like, that's not what's going on there. I'm going to buy a gas station hot dog because my car needs gas and I didn't eat today. Well, there you go. I've inspired you. Don't sue me. You're not allowed to sue, Gina. I think it's hard to mess up a hot dog. I feel like the way you mess up a hot dog is you leave it out too long. I think that's how you mess up a hot dog. You leave it out too long at room temperature and just let it kind of coast there. I wonder if there's something in gas stations that do that. I don't know. Or yeah, I guess you could have like a moldy bun. That'd be pretty bad. Oh, come on. Sometimes all you have to do, chat, to get your lines to work is get a little animalistic with it. You gotta be like, moo, moo. Like an angry caveman. Like a furious gorilla grunting. Moo. Unga bunga, true. Surely no such contraption exists. Nah, that wouldn't be. That'd be silly. Don't forget to knock your fist against your chest. Yeah, you got. Dude, I love making monkey noises. It's fun as hell. Hold on, chat. Grab the water. What? What? I one time ate a sweet snack and the mold was food colored the same way as the snack. Oh no. Oh no, Exo, that's awful. The one time I ate mold was I went to a A&W and I got like a breakfast sandwich and their buns were moldy. Like the English muffins that they put them on were moldy, and I took a big old bite and then I looked down and went, hey, why is my bun speckled? So, that was super fun. I really need to look at what I'm eating before I eat it, you know? This seems to be a reoccurring theme for me. I accidentally ate moldy cheese earlier this year. It was so weirded out by the taste. Yeah, I bet. I fucking bet you were. One time I ate some Doritos that went bad. I was fine, but they tasted bad. How does a Dorito go bad? What the? What? One time I ate mold. Me instantly imagines a baby grave grub in a high chair with a moldy donut. Oh, so just like stale ones. Okay. Just stale Doritos. Close your chip bags, guys. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, at least in my instances, right, chat, I'm being served the bad food. I haven't eaten bad food myself. It's always been pre-prepared, you know? Like, I haven't made something poorly. No, these weren't just bad. These weren't just stale. Okay. Alright. Strange. Odd. Go. All this here. Little of this, little of that. Once I had a burger with the bottom of the bun was moldy underneath, and I didn't realize until after a bite was taken and glimpsed underneath while I was holding it. Sad. Well, that Emily, why are we that's the exact same experience I had with the freaking like the breakfast sandwich I ate. I just took a bite and then I looked at it and I was like, wait a minute, wait a second, hold on a fucking second here. What the? Huh? Same idiot, you know this? I know. I know. That. We're going to make the shirt, I think, kind of like... It's almost like a burlap, chat, you know? It's almost got like a burlappy nature to it. You weren't buried in your finest clothes, chat. You weren't buried in your best. You were honestly probably thrown on the side of the road. Kind of disposed of. You already got patchwork going on, like what did you guys do, you know? That's sort of the question. He looks like a Jerry. I'm gonna settle for a corn dog because the hot dogs, they're not ready. Buried in the overgrown anime shirt. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about. Also, Bray, I'm coming for you when I'm done here. Be afraid. I am locked onto your location, and I will destroy you. Go. Hell yeah! Destroy my bussy, and then immediately followed by get his ass. I don't... How did you completely disarm this whole thing? I don't want to come anymore. I don't want to no more. Come. I know. Hey guys, listen to this very short clip of grave grind. No! No! This can't keep happening to me! My daughter didn't sleep till like 2 a.m. last night. Oh my god. Well, hey, I'm gonna show up and things are just gonna be chill, alright? Everything's always calm when you know, when Uncle Gravegrime's around, because you're too scared to do anything naughty. That's just how it goes. What a lovely time to lurk in chat. Hi, Mental Crash Out. I'm glad that pulled you out. I was like, you know what? I gotta say something to this guy. I gotta let him know what a problem he's been. I'm just lurking, doing my thing. He's drawing these silly little sub badges, and then I just hear, you know. Wait, what do you even say? Also, thank you for the follow. Oh boy. Oh god. What is... This is what you guys sign up for, by the way. Like, I just do this, like, as a living. You guys sign up for it. This cannot be placed on me. You enable me. You enable me into this ridiculous lifestyle that I live. Whoa! Bray! You son of a bitch! Oh my goodness! Gas money? Thank you, Bray. It's not even gas money, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. 5 gifted submarinos! For the horrible little bastards in chat. You all will end up being giant holes in the ground now. Aren't you so happy? Hold on. This is what you guys are now. This is you. You've got your plot dug. Stick around and maybe you'll get, maybe you'll get something a little nicer. Is he threatening us? Yes. Always, Dane. Remember, anything I say is a threat. And can be considered one in a court of law. But then you also have to remember I'm protected, right? Because, you know, hashtag bad advice only. It's in the tags. You came here on your own accord. You can't blame me for things going wrong. You did this yourself. Thanks for putting everyone in their graves, Brayden. Yeah, thank you. Putting my entire chat to fucking sleep. Alright, let's see. Chat question. When you think of a ghoul, you think of a horrible green thing, right? You think of a little green goblin guy. An awful little greeno, you know? Like a less charismatic looking a less charismatic looking goblin. That being said, I'm kind of like I should change the eyes. Maybe. Like that. There we go. There we go. No, I think of billionaires and politicians, but those aren't real ghouls. Those aren't real ghouls. Those are like real life ghouls, which is completely different than a real ghoul. Or sickly blue, that's fair too. Sickly blue, yeah. Not that color of green, less olive, more Frankenstein green. So like you think like a oh, I have the eyes selected still. You think like a kind of like a real green. It just doesn't. Need to like brighten it or something. That works. That works for me. Do a little like this on his little meaty bits. We don't need those on his little meaty bits. I think it was sickly yellow. Yeah, that's pretty ghouly. Wow, Jerry, aren't you feeling green today? Oh, you card. Oh, you silly card, you. Now, the only issue is I'm wondering if the lighting on the gold is going to pull away from the guy, but I don't think so. I think I could sort of fix it by we'll hit him with a little bit of lighting himself. So not too much. Not too much, chat. Just a little bit of added sort of details, because he's going to be really small. I do need to hit the dirt as well. Which I think if I hit the dirt with its lighting stuff, this is going to pop out a lot better. Because I think a big thing right now is he's just getting lost in the fact that this side becomes really dark. So if I did something like that, if I did a little thing like that, change the eyes back, like to yellow, like to like this. Need to be the same color as the tombstone. They need to be lighter than the tombstone. Oh, the eyes of the tombstone. So, like, they need to be this color. I might... You need to be like that. All right. I'd like to see if I can grab it all and like sort of smush it a tiny bit more. But there we go. There's another one. There's 9 months. All right. Hole. Tiny little grave. A tombstone. Shiny. Look at that. Actually, also with this one, I just realized I should just turn off that light for it. And maybe even this and just have it flat. There we go. Tombstone. Shiny tombstone. Oh, well, thank you, mental crash out. The glowing green of the tombstone's eyes just need to... needs to have transferred to the zombie, and the zombie no longer has glowing eyes. No, I think I need the glowing eye. I'm looking at this really small mushroom. I think it does need to have those glowing eyes, or you can't really tell what's going on there. Shading is for the dedicated. But, alright, you come out of the ground. Gurgle burgle. And there you go. Now you're a ghoul. From here on out, chat. You're a ghoul. You're a ghoulie, officially. There we go. The zombie has the same green as the tombstone. That's what I'm asking for. Why are you yelling at me? Why is this so complicated? He's gonna be way too bright. Look, I'll show you. I'll do it. He's gonna be way too bright if I do that. Like if I get rid of these green eyes, let's say I get rid of those green eyes for now, okay? And I go down here and I go like this. He is so green. Like, you guys think that works? I think that's almost too much. Like, it's gonna be about like that big, maybe a little smaller, like that. Maybe that works better? I don't know. Let me know what you think, chat. Like, genuinely, let me know. I will leave it for now, but it's a really easy thing to just switch back and forth, so. No, his eyes are the green, not the body. Oh my god. Like how you had it before, personally. I agree. Here, I'll do the eyes, I guess. If it'll shut mushroom up, I guess. Ugh. Like these are gonna just blend in really hard. Yeah, no. Wrong. We're leaving it like that. So drop it. Did not work. I know what I'm doing, mushroom. You gotta trust in the gravekeeper, all right? You gotta trust. Change it to a minimalist version, like how Pringles do it. All right. Next up, Brave, just for you, we're gonna take every single detail away, and it will just be. Oh, hold on. Hold on, chat. And then we can do... There we go, chat. Isn't it what you wanted? God, it's ugly. What awful colors to have used for that little thing as well. Holy. And we'll do a little Little of this. Yes. Get his other ghoulish ear. Murr. Jerry has risen. He has. He's on his feet now, chat. And he's not happy about it. He's not happy. He's upset. Me. Like that. This. We'll wrap his angry brow around. And how did I have it before? Cuts off behind the ear. Just kind of looping around like that. There we go. Nice ghouls, thank you. I'm in a bad mood. My family is going on a beach trip. And that my family's having fun, and that makes me angry. And leaving me behind because I'm sick. Well, I mean, you really should never have listened to my bad advice about eating the mold. I don't know. Tell them to bring the beach to you? Yeah! Just ask them to bring buckets upon buckets of sand and then dump it on you in bed. Just pour it over your head. It'll be like you're there. Sand will be fucking everywhere, dude. It'll be great. Yes, this is my fault. You can't blame me for everything. Sometimes you just gotta own up to the fact that you made bad choices. Like, I've warned you specifically within the tag system. Like, there's no excuse. You have to. Everyone always sees the tags, obviously. Your horrible, horrible hunch, chat. That thing going on, and then we go. Whee! Come on. You know, I sometimes wonder, it would probably be a smarter thing to do, chat, is to kind of try and make these badges as lineless as possible. It would probably help with readability, but there is something I do enjoy about having these tiny little, really thick lines. Something about them that scratch my own brain. Even if they're not, I guess, optimal. Got your horrible little shoes. I think I'll make your pants brown, too. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Pink pants. When you told me to sniff the black mold I was watching from YouTube, no tags there, you're liable. Incorrect. Because I almost certainly said bad advice only. Great, I think I'll make your pants brown. Is he... Is he threatening us? I will shit your pants. Don't tempt me! Do not make me do this, chat. I will shit your pants for you. There we go. You stupid freaking line. Oh? You said it after you told me to sniff? I was already sniffing before the disclaimer happened? Well, you should have some patience. I didn't say sniff it immediately. Foolish. Dumb. I think you deserve your sickness. If you didn't even wait, to see if it was actually good advice, like, you should be assuming that with every streamer, that they're going to give you bad advice. Like, your first mistake was going to a streamer for advice at all, honestly. At that point, it's like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Is there any way to help you? You went to some form of influencer or slash content creator slash internet personality to try and figure out the solution to a problem? What are you, stupid? Are you dumb? You should have already figured that out by now. What is this freaking stance? The posture? I think it's a pretty accurate ghoul posture. I've seen many of you guys standing like this. I don't know why you're so uppity about it. Just because I've caught you in 4K isn't a like, that's not my fault. Like, every single one of you stand like this. You're a bunch of hunched over little goblins. I watched you waddle around. It's why you're all so horrifically short. You know? It's not because, like, oh, that's just the size you were born at. No, no, no. You guys have just been hunching this whole time. You've been doubled over, just like... I'm surprised you guys didn't notice. It generally takes 3 months for the ghoul to finally emerge from its grave. Oh, but some hungry seagulls have taken notice. It may seem cruel, but it's essential to not intervene with nature. So I'm driving to work and there was this truck that said the day always ends with Casper. It just makes me think of your seat and it hit different because it was reminding me of death. Did you ever end up beating the game? Yeah, I won. I got ending 1. I did beat it. I did, Brayden. I did. I won. I solved the puzzle. Fake gamer didn't get all endings. I gotta give a reason for other people to go out and get it. I gotta give reasons for other people to buy it. Which honestly might be kind of something I take on as a bit of a policy with games. I might like genuinely try and avoid beating them all on stream. Like all endings kind of thing. I might actually try and avoid doing that because if I like a game, I would want someone to go purchase it, right? So I think there's a level of like, I feel like that's me at least shaking hands with the developer a little bit, being like, hey, thank you for making this game. I'm gonna now shoot people your way. Especially if I'm playing story games. To look at this nerd caring about other people's livelihoods. Disgusting. Dude, don't you have like work to be doing? Don't you have like a job or something that you should be at right now? Curious. Hey, I'm only gonna spoil almost all of it. Both my hand. Hey, Dane, is it better than doing complete every single ending full thing? At least it's a step. You know? You guys won't let me have any pride in anything, will you? You guys just go, no, not for you, sir. You may think you're doing good, but actually, you could be doing better, so therefore you're doing bad? That's fucking chat right now. Hey, Dade, isn't me burning your kitchen better than me burning your entire house down? What are you complaining about? I've heard streaming can help sales somehow, so if that's true, good on ya. I'm just not allowed to have a win. It, like, you had to first hit me with, like, the, no, actually, you're an unethical piece of shit, and honestly, I feel bad that I'm watching you. I'm contributing to the end of the world by actually looking at what you make. And then you go, but you know, it might be good. You might be doing a good thing. Maybe. This is because I said I wanted your ice caps to melt, isn't it? This is what this is about. You're just upset that I said I wanted your family to drown. That's what this is. There's no such thing as ethical consumption under watching Gravegrime streams. Don't tell them that. Shh. Look, I'll get you a, like, I don't know, a can of sardines. I don't know what penguins like as a treat. Guys, the Casper truck found me again. It's a sign. It's not spelled correctly, so it's not a sign. It's a red herring of a sign, actually. You're fine, Enzo. You're being red herringed right now. Don't worry about it. But you are, that does mean you're in a mystery story. So maybe watch out, maybe be a little concerned. Things might be getting dicey for you soon. Or an arrest might be coming your way. Giant cups of slurp. Oh, okay. Well, I could do that. I'm the founder of Slurp. I can get you a big old crate of Slurp. The biggest you've ever seen. The biggest crate of Slurp to ever be, dude. A bathtub of Slurp. The great Slurp tub. I need to move this ghoulie up a little. A single pixel higher. Let's grab this, and let's grab this. Oopsie. I gotta give him his little arm thing, but now I can hit this. Actually, just do it on top. What am I doing? Me staring at a bathtub of Slurp. What was I thinking? This is a catastrophe. This is awful. Also, wait. You're driving and typing? You shouldn't be doing that. Alright, goodbye, Emily. Goodbye forever. Hope you die. Goodbye. What have I done? Why is there so much Slurp? Why did I want this? The Ouija, put the books in the bookshelf. Nah, I do it at red lights. Even still, I don't know. I don't like the idea of someone in a vehicle being like, "Hey, I'm gonna contribute to this conversation." I don't know. It's probably better than streaming in a car, I suppose, but I'm like, don't text and drive. Don't text and drive. Bryce, do you ever draw body horror, like real body horror? Have I? I'm not against doing it, and I remember I used to do it a lot more when I was younger. One of the things I would draw in the margins of my, like, notebooks at school during high school were just these giant writhing flesh piles. Like, I guess not flesh piles, but these giant, kind of like moving waves of flesh and stuff. So, like, I did, for sure. I don't think I've done much, I don't think I drew much lately. I did one for a... I'd love to see you draw body horror. Oh, wait, hold on. I got the fettered... Hold on, wait a minute. I got the fettered king. He's body horror. Hold on a second. It just hasn't come up, is literally the only thing. Where is he? 2022? Yes. Alright. There we go. This guy. Right here. I couldn't remember what he's called, but I was thinking, does that fan art of Creature Harlow's character count? I think Barrick's fan art might count. But I guess at least here's something of my own. He need a head pat? No, he don't! Don't head pat this man. He's a piece of shit. Do not. There is no, oh no, I can fix him. There is none. He's awful. He's terrible. He's like a big old body. He's a little tiny body stuffed in a big old body fused into a throne. No, you can't. No, you can't. You don't know. You don't understand what he's done. You cannot fix him. You can't. And honestly, you'd feel bad even suggesting that you could, knowing what he has done. Alright? Don't even bother. What did he do? Not the place for this stream. Essentially orchestrated the horrible abuse of a character. In the sense of did it, I guess. Sort of made it happen. Or like just orchestrated it, just caused it to occur. Has hurt many a child. Why? Everybody deserves a second chance. He's had his second chance. This is his second chance. He's squandered it already. This is chance 2. Chance 1 was him turning into the god chair. Chance 2 is what he's doing now, and he's already fucked it. There is no second chance. It's already done. Third chance. You really don't want that. You really don't want that smoke. I'm just gonna be real. You really don't. Ever hear of baseball? I can fix him the same way I can fix a wasp nest infestation with fire. I guess to just put it blatantly, I guess Mushroom is like, you know what? I can fix a sex trafficker, essentially. An abuse peddler, I suppose. So good job, Mushroom. I guess that's who you bat for. Like, he's not a good fella. I can fix a what? Yeah! Yeah, I said you didn't want any of that smoke, Mushroom! Andrew Tate redemption slice of life anime. Apparently that's what Mushroom's looking for. This is why you shouldn't be so aggressive with these things, and you should wait. I still think I can fix him. That is a terrible... No. No, you can't. He's stuck in his ways. What he is? That's from Falling. That's the heavy story. There is no saving him. There is no fixing him. I will die on this hill. Well, then I guess at least you're dead? Okay. I'll whack him until he's fixed. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. God couldn't do it. Why could you? He's not a fun guy. Whenever Gravegrime keeps saying you don't want to know, you're creeping into his erotic fiction territory. Don't push him. That's Dane, that's actually a really nasty thing to say. With what I said, that is an actual nasty fucking thing to say about me. What the fuck? No. Josh doing the same thing, but with genocidal characters. Hey man, I'm not looking to redeem this guy, okay? That's not my goal here. He is... The story is it's fun because the entire story of Falling is about redemption and sort of healing in a lot of ways. He is the example of, like, how some people can't be. You know? He is the example of how someone can't be. Like, put that energy into someone like Rose Mushroom. Alright? Put that energy into, like, oh hey, I can fix Rose from In the Dominion of Hate. That's energy better spent than going for the Fettered King. Who's Rose? I don't know, I hate her. Rose is... I mean, it depends on if you consider Lilium body horror, I guess, but this is Rose right here. This guy. That's Rose. Liam is already fixing Dot. You assume that like they help each other, those two. He seems boring. All right. No, you want okay. Ugh. I shake my head. I go, ugh. I look at you sideways now. Liam puts duct tape over Dot's mouth. There we are. I can fix corny. The dude has my posture. I don't even... What are you talking about, Bri? I don't even hunch. Or do you mean the Gravekeeper? Or do you mean the Gravekeeper? Because I guess the Grave... Do you get... Chat, I have a question. Do you think the Gravekeeper's, like, head swivels around his body like a... Like as if it's on an orb? You know what I mean? You hunch? What do you mean? I do not. No, you also can't fix the Gravekeeper. I don't know why you're like, oh, I want to fix... Are you one of those people? Are you one of those people, Mushroom, who's like, I just want the worst possible thing I can, and you know what? That'll definitely work out in my favor. I guess what I'm kind of asking is, are you an idiot? Are you a dumb? Gravekeeper is perfection incarnate. He needs no fixing. Do you know of Doom the Dark Ages? I'm aware it exists, yeah. I just like causing problems, I see. Oh yes, I am a dumb... Yeah, it's true. Hot dog brain, etc, etc. Can we stop fixing people? They're fine as is. I mean, many people aren't fine as is. The whole point of stories often is about fixing people. And we like stories here, so... No, I guess, is the answer to your question. No, we cannot stop. We will continue. Enough about fixing people, let me make someone worse. That is also something that you can do in stories as well. Very effective to make a point by making someone worse. Once again, I point to Rose. I go, oh, hey, there he is. If you look up Creed Maker, that's how I imagine the Gravekeeper under the robe. Perhaps later. Perhaps later. I have 45 minutes to get this one, which is pretty much done, and then the next one done. I gotta hit Jerry here with the under eye bags and the skin light, but he's pretty much finished, chat. Look at me go. The under eye bags. Something like this to separate it out a little bit. There we go. Dagools! Dagools, chat! It's Dagools! The Gabagools! There we go. Dorothy had to realize going home was her want, but her need was valuing how much better Oz was. It's a tragic story. Just think he's like Einzul gown. I'm glad we're in agreement that not everyone can be fixed. Gravegrime, did you ever play Pokemon? I did play Pokemon. Not much. I played like 3rd gen, I think was the one I put the most time into, but I did play it. I think a lot of time was put into like those weird 3D ones, like Colosseum and Shadow something. I remember that, but he gives me mobile game vibes. How do I give you oh no, you mean Jerry. Enzo means Jerry. Not me. Not the Gravekeeper. I don't give Enzo mobile game vibes. Jerry does. Okay. I was about to be like, excuse me? XD Gale of Darkness. There we go. That's what it was. I remember I played some of those, but yeah, it was mostly like Emerald. Played lots of Emerald. That was my Pokemon game. It kind of comes along with the fact that I wasn't much of a, portable game player. We had the DS discussion already, so. The second I first saw Gravegrime, I thought Mudkip loving Ah. What the hell's wrong with Mudkip? What's wrong with Mudkip? I mean, like a good mobile games, like Plant vs. Zombies, a couple. But well, it was just more of you meant the zombie and not me, the Gravekeeper. Bet he likes Gardevoir. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm sure. I can't. What was my favorite of Gen 3? Now I gotta think. I don't even remember all the Pokemon from Gen 3 off the top of my head anymore. I've been out of the Pokemon loop for so long, chat. It is very unfortunate, though, that, like, what has happened to Gardevoir is very unfortunate. There is genuinely no way you could possibly say you like that Pokemon without people being like, okay, man. And kind of like giving you a look. You know what I mean? I'm a Machoke guy. I'm gonna try. Alright, see ya, XO. And now Jerry begins to rot away, chat. Begins to turn to ooze. Pokemon Company even leans into it. They made a short about Gardevoir that was oozing with "You Just Know." I see. I see. Okay. I guess you do you, Pokemon Company. I'm just over in my little land. I'm over in my little land being like, make better games, please. And then sort of just do my thing. I'm gonna do a little. No, that works. That's fine. But yes, Chaz, as you continue on as a ghoul, you start to slag off your useless flesh. It kind of sucks since Gardevoir is a cute Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, that's why I said it kind of sucks that people are like, that you can't really. I feel like there's a couple of Pokemon that fall into that range where it's like, you're not really allowed to just like them, you know? Like, design-wise. There's an ulterior motive behind you. Squint. GG talking in front of the Jinx poster on his wall. Oh no! I don't like that. I don't like that fucking Dane has just like this camera set up in my room somewhere and I can't find it. It bothers me greatly that this keeps happening. Which one is Gardevoir again? If you got nothing to hide, then you have nothing to fear. Oh yeah, Bray? That how you live your life, huh, bud? Brayden looks at the mass surveillance state and goes, that's for me, please. Pretty please. I like that. I want everyone to know what I do at all times. Digimon still makes good games? Well, that's a whole other discussion, though, Enzo. I didn't say anything about Digimon. Jokes aside, I like, Meowscarda and Vaporeon, but the memes ruin everything. Man, that probably sucks. The Vaporeon one probably sucks a lot. That one's probably tragic. Don't worry about the cameras. I don't tell people everything you do, only the bad stuff. Oh no. Cold take, you should feel bad for liking Meowscarda. It was based off a Japanese trend. Stop putting your Western affiliations on on the people. What is even going on? There's so much Pokemon lore. I just don't know. Apparently, there's so much Pokemon lore, guys. I'm just completely unaware of. I don't even know what that creature is. Batman. I've got a little punny, Batman. Oh. What are you doing, Joker? There's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. What is a... What even is that? Oh, okay, this one. I see. I didn't even know who they were. I had to look them up. It was like, what? Who are you even talking about? I see. I see. I don't know why you can't have a creature collector that's just about collecting critters, guys. I don't get it. Why is that so hard, you know? Don't. Jinx used to scare me as a kid, honestly. Her black void of a face was unsettling. Kinda true. Groist, do you like Lego Batman? I have neither played the game nor seen the movie Lego Batman. I have only my only experience with Lego Batman is from the first Lego movie, and I thought he was funny in that, at least. You need to see the movie? Yeah, I feel like people say that to me a lot. I'll get to it eventually, I'm sure. Gonna be real, probably not high on my list. Given everything else I need to watch, but it's in my top 10. Ollie. Of all time? Maybe you need to see more movies, I say, having not seen the movie. Yeah, I feel like people say that to me a lot. Equals don't hold your breath, loser. Kinda. I mean, you can just go, like, say it outright, I suppose, Dane. Kinda true. Again, I've got a long list, guys. I still have to watch Cars. It needs to be high on my list, or what? Needs to be high on my list, or what? You'll, like, leave? Oh, no. After today, that might be a boon. You got some strange opinions you need to work out, Mushroom. You don't need to watch Cars. I'm going through Pixar! I do need to watch Cars, it's on the list. I'm actually it's probably the one I'm the most curious about. Just watch Cars 1. You need to watch. Okay, I have seen Cars before. I'm just revisiting through them in a line. Especially the second one. Why do you want to hurt me? N-boy, why do you want to hurt me? Why are you like, man, I need him to watch this terrible thing? Batman has a bunch of cars, just letting you know. Oh, fuck, you know what? I am a car guy, obviously. I'm definitely a car guy. I definitely need... If something's got a car in it, like, I'm there. It's why my favorite movie is, you know, the Fast and the Furious series, obviously. I love Vin Diesel. And I love family. There's revisionism for that movie now due to the whole Hudson car arc, but it's still Cars. But even then, I don't say it because it's the good one, but like the rest look pretty unnecessary. I never saw Cars all the way through. There's the things with wheels that go beep beep. Grave grab. I've seen cars before. What is on the top of your list other than cars? I probably still need to, like, I need to watch the Amazing Digital Circus finale. That's pretty up there because people are getting really nasty about me not seeing it, so that's probably up there. Other than that, I also gotta continue Gurren Lagann with my pals. Gotta finish that again. And after that, I think it's Chernobyl. I've got quite a breadth of things I'm gonna watch. Someone got really upset at me because I said I didn't care for the Amazing Digital Circus finale. Well, I have no opinion because I haven't seen it. This guy's awful. Never watch anything with Grave Grime. I like how Dane just said that because that's his opinion. Like, there wasn't a joke attached. It's just, this guy sucks. Don't watch anything with him. He's kind of awful. Hell yeah, boy, can't believe our cousin hated Gurren Lagann. Yeah. Depends which Chernobyl. The show. I want to check out the 5-episode miniseries. Avid is chomping at the bit to get us to watch it, so. Sorry, I should have been clear. Don't watch anything you want to see the ending of with Grave Grime. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I feel like Gurren Lagann was weirdly confusing. I follow it pretty good. I'm of the bits I've seen, I'm like, man, it's actually really, they set stuff up a lot earlier than you expect. It's kind of neat. Is Gurren Lagann the only Trigger thing you've watched? Well, it's not Trigger. Also, no. It fell into this weird things just happen anime stuff in the end where there's no logic, only vibes. That's what's gonna be curious to me, because from what I remember, stuff made sense. But, hey, I have not watched it in a long time, so I'm gonna see. Trigger director adjacent. I don't know, that's just me though. I don't like that stuff personally. Well, I don't like that stuff personally either, so this is why it's interesting to me, because I was like, oh no, I thought it made sense. Again, haven't seen the end of it in a bit, but it'll be an interesting thing to see again, for sure. It's just been on hold because busy. Because busy, like always. Meant to be a parody of that kind of, but at the same time, not a very funny one. Give the ghoul a princess dress. You can't just, Mushroom, you can't just go, hey, completely change the drawing you're doing right now. Do it for me right now. Dance, monkey, dance. I don't want to. No. I say no to you. That. No, I don't think I will, actually. Give him a big, stupid hat. Every Japanese sci-fi ends with a big philosophical dissertation. It is inevitable. All sci-fi should? Okay. Getting some opinions in chat. Getting some real thinkers out there. I hate it. Opinions or just sci-fi? Opinions or just sci-fi? Or both. Hello, Remy. I'm not a big anime guy, though, again, so it's just me. Give him pink nail polish. Mushroom, I'm not taking suggestions. This is not a suggestion time. I refuse you. Let's see. On the topic of things that need to be seen, anyone read the webcomic Paranatural? I've read some of it. It's sort of... From what I saw, I was really vibing with it at the beginning, and then feels like there's kind of a writing direction shift a little bit as it goes on, and like when Hijack shows up, like the little brain thing, I think his name was Hijack, and I was it kind of lost me there. On the topic of things, yeah, so there you go. But to be fair with that, I read it back when that arc was happening, so it could be different. Gets a bit more complicated. It's not about it being complicated. It's not like, oh, hey, I needed it to be simple. That's not what I'm talking about. It was more of, there is a difference in how they write characters as it goes on that I didn't really... It felt a lot more like writing a character and a lot less like people to me. No, I would have to go through it again to give you proper references for that. And also, to be fair, as it went on, there could be better explanations for stuff like that as well. So many sci-fi anime movies and series I have seem to have the climax include the two forces debating the future of man or whatever have you. Like their lofty ideas, I suppose. So I guess that's a lot of sci-fi in general. Brr. Anyway, do we like the slime man? Do we like slime Jerry here? There we go. I love the dumb noises you make. It makes me laugh. We can't possibly hate Jerry. That's fair. Only if his name is really Slime Jerry. This can be Slime Jerry. Before he was just Jerry, but now he is Slime Jerry. Because he's oozing apart, chat. He's falling away, turning into a skeleton. The next one, which I believe is 2 years, will just be him as a skeleton. It'll just be skeleton him, and it'll be wonderful. There we go. Worst superhero ever? Wow. Does he get a Jur the Slime? Does he get a new name? Does he get a new name if he, like... If Jerry goes and turns into a skeleton, does he earn himself a new name, or is he still just Jerry? But honestly, chat, I think he should be spelled... I think he should be spelled Jerry with a G. For ghoul. Jerry, it's outrageous and unfair. How can someone be put on a council but not be granted the rank of slime, Jerry? Ugh, now I hate him? Alright, well... Dane, do I ever make a decision you approve of? Does it ever occur? Is there ever a moment where you go, know what? Good job, Gravegrime. You did alright there. You did good, man. You did okay. I could approve of that. You ever get tired of being so negative all the time, you know? Is there ever something you look at yourself in the mirror and go, what have I become? Have I become just like the Gravegrime? Has the Gravegrime perhaps rubbed off on me? And you look down at your slimy form. You made him a good shade of green. That's the only one. Yes, once he's a skeleton, he's pronounced scary. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. minutes. We're in the final stretches, chat. Let's finish the fucking fight. I gotta... Hold on, wait a minute. I forgot his friggin' dirt patch. There you go. Bam. Okay. All right. This, and then... I don't know if getting rid of this is going to read well, so we might end up filling it in anyway. We'll see. Why are you making it purple? So I block it out, Bray, so what I can do then is clip everything below it. Wait. What layer did I put this purple on? Oh! Why do I keep doing this, chat? Why am I here? Just to suffer? Does Jerry have the little... Yeah, he does have like a little gap right there. Something like that. Okay. Let's get his skin. Let's get his skin down. What's left of it, anyway. All of that. All of that. Oh, come on. Work with me here. A little of this. A little of that. Let's cut through this. Let's see how this works. Pretty good. Worked pretty swell, actually. All that. Here. Any more skin bits? Right down here. Leg skin bit. Thought it was going to get away. Wasn't. Couldn't. Also be good. It's fine like that. It's fine like that. That's chill. I'd love to fill a cup with alternating layers of strawberries and chocolate pudding and top it with whipped cream and peanuts. Tasty, especially in hot weather. I guess we're just learning about what Mushroom is currently enjoying while ill. You're here because you're a great guy. We wouldn't want to have it. You're here because you're a great guy. We wouldn't want to have it any other way. See? Ew, mushy. Be nice. For once, I got a little nice comment. Come on. We gotta let it go through. They happen occasionally. Let's give him... I'm not gonna see that. I keep wanting to give him a little, like, cartoon mouth, but it's just, we won't be able to see it. I don't know why I'm so hell-bent on being like, give him the little mouth opening at the back. It'll totally read. This is slowly becoming a kindergarten. Elaborate, N-boy. Explain yourself. Plenty of nice comments where that came from, buddy. I've changed. He's turned over a new leaf, chat. A whole new penguin. The mind control worked. Huh. A whole new world, exactly. It's wonderful. It's delightful, one might even say. Let's do that, and then what's in here? Quick bully him so he can't say anything good about Groist. I don't like that you're contributing to this now. How dare you? My own flesh and blood turned against me. You wound me, sir. Just kind of get him in there. There we go. That said, don't worry about him. If your own family isn't on your side, I will be, Gravy. I start to narrow my eyes. I start to go, this is curious, interesting. Hey, Dane, are you looking to sell me something? Do you have a great new deal you want to let me in on? Now I'm suspicious. It's just how it goes. Once again, I'm that animal, I'm that abused dog backed up in the corner. And now you're being nice to me, and I'm like, what is this? What is this? It's this hot new thing called Scientology. Oh, interesting. Tell me more. I like science. Keep pressing the wrong one. And it's annoying me. There we go. So is 2-year going to be a skeleton? That is what I said. That is actually, yeah, that is what I said. It will be a skeleton. A silly skelly felly. Didn't hear that part. Well, you should always listen. How dare you? Oh, Mushroom, you think he can stop me? Exactly, there you go. You think he could stop me? Impossible. Maybe Christelle could, but like, hey, even then. Like, I don't know. I'm the awful uncle. I'm the bad influence uncle. That's what I am. Somebody stop me! His catchphrase. You taught me that going through the world with vinegar instead of sugar ain't the way to be, so I've come to the end of my character arc. Enjoy. Denotement, Dane. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. He's brand new. He got bored of the bit. He got bored of the bit and decided, you know what? I'm gonna be nice now. I'm gonna mix it up. Hell yeah. Glad to see you here, Dane. Not how... Is that denouement? Denouement? Not how that's pronounced, but that's okay. It's a hard word. Ooh, I don't... Ooh. 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 Ooh, this might be worse. This might be worse, and I think you know what might be worse. And by I think you know, I think this is the entire point of it. Ooh. Oof. Oof. No, this is much worse. Because I can feel every single patronizing syllable in that. It's a hard word. It's not your fault. He's essentially given up on me, chat. Decided I'm not worth it anymore. I don't. He's masterful at this, you see. And I don't know what about me specifically draws it out of him, you know? I don't really know what I've done to deserve this kind of treatment. The veiled kindness. But like, you look at the little penguin face, and there's hate there. Real hate. True hate. He's trying his best. We're very proud of him. Oh my fucking god, bruh. Oh my god. Not you too. They're both doing it to me, chat. It's so over. Do I just pack it up? Do I just hang up my cape here? Somebody stop this madness. They won't. I don't think they can. They know not what they do, chat. Read my kindness as hatred. That's fine. I suppose I've cultivated that response. I'll have to try harder. Ah! Ah! Don't worry, Grace. I'll still vile to you. Yucky you heart. You guys could just be honest. I say, being the biggest liar amongst us, you could just be honest, you know. I really have trained a little army of wretched goblins. I would be proud if they weren't all directed at me. You know? There'd be pride there if they weren't all directed like at me. Like they haven't left the pen yet, and I just have to deal with you all. What do you mean, liar? You're pretty honest, I thought. Well, I'm the biggest liar here in the sense that I'm constantly, you know, shit-talking everybody. And saying things I don't mean for funny bits. For silly ha-has and yuckles. I mean, actually, no, I've never told the truth once. My name isn't even Gravegrime. Fucking whoa. What the? Huh? But what? He's right. I've been stingy with my words. Hey chat, you're all winners. Stingy, sorry, with my words. You're all winners. The biggest lie is that there are no lies. The betrayal? No, it's Alex L. That's not... But that was one of the lies, you dingus, you dumbass, you stupid bitch. It's one of the things I pulled the wool over your eyes on. Not Gravegrime, but it's also not Alex. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You guys know nothing about me. No, I'm probably... In not an okay, so like genuinely in not like a self-aggrandizing way, I am probably too honest on here. In the sense that like, I probably provide information about myself too freely. You know what I mean? Normally when people hear like, oh, I'm too honest, they roll their eyes and shit, but I mean it in the sense of, I probably give out too much information about my person. So it's not necessarily actually a good thing. Duh, they tell us more. We know this much. You're a real swell guy. Thanks, Dane. I appreciate it. What all streamers do? I mean, yeah. It's true. I don't think I'm giving insane amounts out, but it is just one of those things. Only thing I think I know about you is your name is apparently not Alex. You live in a house, you have a car and a family, and a brother. There's not a lot going on. I got 2. And tomatoes. Also true. Got them tamtos. But chat, I did it. I did it. We got the whole. Let's go through them. We got the hole. We got the thingy. We got the grave, the shitty grave. We got the grimy grave. We got the golden grave. We got the ghoul birth. We got the ghoul. And we got the half ghoul, half skeleton. Look at us go. Just look for a well cared for garden in a rundown house in Canada. You got it. And 2 cats, only one worth mentioning on stream. Dee Dee is just very nice and calm. She's currently sleeping on my chair. But yeah, honestly, perfect length for the stream too. It's like, you know, if I just kind of sit and gab for a sec, it'll be a clean fucking 3 hours. You know? Done pretty well. But scary? Well, I don't have time for that. Be at my house in exactly 2 hours, bitch. My thing actually said 2 hours and 5 minutes now, Bray, so I think construction's going on or something. Something's gonna slow me down, apparently. Makes scary? He's gotta wait, Mushroom! Well, next time maybe? Well, yeah, maybe next time. Maybe next Friday. But I'm gonna call it here. Make the skeleton look like the skull of the tombstone. Got like an angry eyes and a big I will do that. Angry eyes, big silly face, for sure. Breadcrumb shows up 2 hours and 6 minutes later. Brother, where the hell were you? Where were you? But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it today. I had fun. Got a lot done, good stuff. I did get a lot done. I am proud of that. Had some fun. I'll be back Tuesday with something. Not quite sure what yet. Depends a little bit on how Emily's feeling, but we have some plans, so yeah. All right, fellas, it's time. Return to the incorporeal. And also, I forgot, yeah, all of these streams are going to be happening at the 5 p.m. EST time from now on, so we just got better times for it. But yeah, anyway, goodbye, incorporeal time, time to die, etc., etc.